Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Gay Mormon Dating 101. Tonight's episode is reflecting around dating a non-member. Let me give you a quick backdrop about myself, and then we'll dive right into it. So, it is 2015, and currently I'm 32 years old and single. Last time I officially dated was 2008 when I was 25 years old. But let's rewind even further back to when I came out in 2006. So I was in Iraq and I thought I was bisexual. My best friend was gay, and so I started flirting and talking to women and thought I was bisexual. Okay, fine, boom, done. I'm bisexual. But here's the kicker: I'm also LDS. So in my mind, as I'm coming out to the terms that I may be bisexual, I was having issues internally with myself because of the church. So this was April, May 2006, and I'm stationed in Iraq. Few months later after that, July 2006, I come home 3 days later, hanging out with my grandmother in the hospital because she apparently was dying of spinal cord cancer, which I had no clue because nobody told me, and stubborn as she is for the stubborn Irish woman, she made them promise not to tell me, which was her right, but internally inside that point, I had just come to grips that I myself was in fact a lesbian and not bisexual after all. Now, the way I came about that option or that answer was basically when I was 19 years old, I was going through a little bit of my rebellion stage in Korea, so this was 2002, 2003, I had lost my virginity, and the church's standards in general on sex before marriage is very strong. So, in order to figure out if I was gay or not, I ended up sleeping with a dude when I came back from Iraq. And anyway, so now it's 2006, I'm a lesbian, and now I'm going to start dating and start figuring out who I am and whatnot. At the time, though, because I did come out, I was scared. I didn't know how I can be LDS and be gay at the same time, so I pretty much put the church on the back burner. Only because trying to go to church on Sundays and then go to work Monday through Friday in the Army, where my company commander is my bishop and my XO happens to be the first counselor in my ward, and about 3 to 6 guys in my whole entire company are LDS. Yeah, bite me on the butt for that one. I was the only female, or the only active female in church who was military, because there was one other one in my company at the time. So for me to leave the church at the time, I was scared, but I also had to figure out who I was within the gay community, and I guess you can say what type of lesbian I wanted to be. So I've had a few girlfriends since 2006. I've actually had 2 long-term girlfriends. Shannon was for 9 months, and my recent breakup of Melissa, you know her if you've watched my videos in the past. We've had a YouTube channel together called M&M, Mary Mo, or Melissa is what her real name is, and my relationship with her was about 4.5 years long, and the 3 women in between them were short-term little things. So I didn't start figuring out that I can have the church and be gay until 2013, give or take, when I started diving more into affirmation for gay and lesbian Mormons and going to church and rereading my scriptures and all that stuff. So being gay and being Mormon wasn't really that difficult because I was already in a relationship, and the things I was doing for myself religiously, she had already understood and respect, and was very supportive of all that. Now in 2015, I'm single and I'm 32 years old in New York City, and now I'm starting to see if being with a member is what I want versus being with a non-member. And so that's where it takes our topic tonight. So, since I've had my breakup, I've gone out on a few dates. All of them are non-members. And it's been a little different because when I used to date non-members back in the day when I first came out, the partying, the drinking, the smoking, things of that nature I was doing. I'm not proud of it, but my new motto this year is no regrets. Actually goes along with my new tattoo that I will show you guys at the end of this video. It's on my ribcage, which I got for myself as a goal for losing my weight that I did. I've lost 49 pounds in 2.5 years, so I'm proud of myself on that one. So, anyway, so I've been dating a few people, and compared to in the past when I used to drink and party and hang out and stuff, when I'm talking to these women nowadays and stuff like that, it's I'm letting them already know that I don't drink, I don't party. I like to go out and have fun, go to the movies, play pool, go bowling. I don't mind going to a bar. If you drink, I'm okay with that. If you smoke, I can be okay with that. It just, as long as I don't smell like an ashtray or anything like that, I'm pretty much okay. But dating non-members while being LDS has been a little bit difficult because when I'm looking for someone, I'm looking for a partner for the rest of my life. Someone to spend all time in eternity with, someone who wants to get married and have kids and things like that. So dating a non-member is a little on the difficult side. I'm pretty sure my straight ally friends can attest to the same thing because they're doing the same thing I'm doing as they're dating. They're looking for their life partner. But dating a non-member has its consequences because non-members don't always have the same values we have. They don't always understand our church or our understanding of the church and how we are when it comes to dating, sex and stuff like that. So that's kind of where I'm standing at the moment. The people I have talked to, they've been pretty okay so far with the fact that I am LDS and I hold such high standards for myself. So they have been very accommodating, but at the same time I'm still finding it just a little bit harder because they are pushing sometimes for a little bit more on the date that I hold back because of the way I was raised. Hand holding, hugging, kissing, things of that nature. So, because I want to take things nice and slow. Dating non-members. I don't mind dating a non-member personally. You don't even have to be LDS, but for me, if you are a non-member, I do ask that you respect, my beliefs and my upbringing and, who I am as a person. If you curse, I'm okay with that. I do ask that you respectfully try and not do it around me. I try and keep my thoughts more pure on Sundays. So if you do curse, I do ask that, you don't do it around me, or at least try to be a little bit respectful. I mean, if you drink, I'm okay with that. If that's what you're into, and it keeps the edge off or calms you down or whatever, just know that I personally am not going to drink. Smoking, I really don't like it too much, but I mean, again, if you do it, that's okay for you. I just don't want to smell it or taste it or anything like that. So, looking at non-members, it's been difficult because I'm not into the partying, I'm not into anything of that nature. I like to have fun in my own quirky ways. I am Mormon. I'm a little weird. We all tend to be because that's just who we are. We're stuck in, that Disney box or that Nickelodeon box. Cartoons and butterflies and things of that nature. It's It's kind of how we are. We're a quirky bunch of people. But dating a non-member has been, or dating non-members, I should say, is a challenge, and it's something you gotta work out for yourself on what you're looking for, and does that person meet a certain standard you're looking for, or can they at least respect what you're putting forth as. So please stay tuned for next week's episode, where I'm going to be talking about dating a member, something I've never done before, but I have talked to a few of them, so it is something I want to explore. I look forward to your comments and your questions, and I would love to hear your experience on dating a non-member, both from my straight ally friends and my gay friends who are also LDS. Being LDS is difficult, dating as an LDS is difficult, but dating as a gay LDS is probably twice as hard. So please stay tuned for next week's video. I hope you liked this week's video. Happy Sunday, and I'll see you guys all next week. Bye.